Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi, my name is Krishnas. I am from BL101D class. Now I want to explain about Wright brothers. Vocabulary. In this meeting, I found 20 vocabulary. Pose mengemukakan, able sanggup, explanation penjelasan, cited dikutip, incessantly tak putus-putusnya, flight penerbangan, enchantment dorongan, glider pesawat peluncur, craft kerajinan, slightly sedikit, gain it diperoleh, airborne udara, achieving mencapai, lift angkat, engineered direkayasa, advantageous keuntungan, precisely tepat, doom ditakdirkan, engines mesin, heavy berat. Content. In content, I have 4 main ideas. The first main idea is why were the Wright brothers able to succeed in an effort? The second main idea is the practical aspect of aerodynamics. The third main idea is the Wright brothers had designed it. The fourth main idea is the Wright brothers might not have succeeded. Why were the Wright brothers able to succeed in an effort? This question have often been posed. Why were the Wright brothers able to succeed in an effort at which so many others had failed? Many explanations have been mentioned, but 3 reasons are most often cited. First, they were a team. Both men worked congenially and cooperatively, read the same books, located and shared information, talked incessantly about the possibility of manned flight, and served as a consistent source of inspiration and enjoyment to each other. Quite simply, 2 geniuses are better than one. The practical aspect of aerodynamics. Both were glider pilots, unlike some others engineers who experimented with the theories of flight. Orville and Wilbur Wright experienced the practical aspect of aerodynamics by building and flying in kites and gliders. Each craft they built was slightly superior to the last, as they incorporated knowledge that they had gained from previous failures. They had realized from their experiment that the most serious challenge in manned flight would be stabilizing and maneuvering the aircraft once it was airborne. While others concentrate their efforts on the problem of achieving lift for takeoff, the Wright brothers were focusing on developing a 3-axis control for guiding their aircraft. By the time that the brothers started to build an airplane, they were already among the world's best glider pilots. They knew the problems of riding the air firsthand. The Wright brothers had designed it. In addition, the Wright brothers had designed more effective wings for the airplane than had been previously engineered. Using a wind tunnel, they tested more than 200 different wing designs, recording the effect of slight variation in shape on the pressure of air on the wings. The data from these experiments allowed the Wright brothers to construct a superior wing for their aircraft. The Wright brothers might not have succeeded. In spite of these advantages, however, the Wright brothers might not have succeeded had they not been born at precisely the opportune moment in history. Attempts to achieve manned flight in the early 19th century were doomed because the steam engines that powered the aircraft were too heavy in proportion to the power that they produced. But by the end of the 19th century, when the brothers were experimenting with engineering options, a relatively light internal combustion engine had already been invented, and they were able to bring the ratio of weight to power within acceptable limits for flight. Conclusion. The conclusion is Wright brothers, they were a team. Both men worked congenially and cooperatively, read the same books, located and shared information, talk essentially about the possibility of manned flight, and serve as a consistent source of inspiration and encouragement to each other. Orville and Wilbur Wright experienced the practical aspect of aerodynamics by building and flying in kites and gilders. Each craft they built was slightly superior to the last, as they incorporated knowledge that they had gained from previous failures. Rice brothers, using a wind tunnel, they tested more than 200 different wing designs, recording the effects of slight variation in shape on the pressure of air on the wings. Attempts to achieve manned flight in the early 19th century were doomed because the steam engines that powered the aircraft were too heavy in proportion to the power that they produced. Okay, thanks for attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.